What a bullish run here for WISH Stock, WISH Stock, ContextLogic Inc. It hit newer highs here. It's fighting to keep on pushing up higher. But before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And all I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. Now, we had a double bottom effect down here in the 8s. It shot up to the 10s. It fell back down close to the 950 range, and now it's pushing up higher. We're going to look at this chart, but before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run of the day that I mentioned over at the Discord and the other stocks I mentioned and how they performed. I managed to find a home run opportunity of 20% plus at its highest point. Let's take a look at it, and we're going to jump into everything about WISH Stock and what I think moving forward. The home run of the day was spectacular. It ran up 20% plus, almost reaching 25% at its highest point of possibility in just a matter of minutes. We're going to look at that chart, but I do want to invite you guys to join us. If this is something that interests you, you're more than welcome to. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together, and we look forward to having you join us. So these are the stocks I mentioned this morning. DAER, BDR, and WORX turned out to be our home run of the day. BDR gave us 10 to 15% at its highest point of possibility, and DARE gave us small jumps of 3 to 5%. And I did an update on GNUG being acquired by DraftKings, and this was a big deal because this is a stock, if you've watched my videos before, that I've been talking about towards the second half of the videos when it was in the low 11s. The closer to 10, the bigger the opportunity, even at 12. And it jumped up today to nearly almost $20, reaching the 19s at the highs in pre-market, and it turned out spectacular. But our home run of the day here on the chart was WORX of the stocks we were watching this morning. Started watching it around 390s, and it jumped up nearly 5 to 10%, pulled right back down, hit a new low here of about 380s, and it shot up in a matter of 5 to 10 minutes, just about 5 to 15% plus. Pulled right back down and took off in the next 30 minutes to a highest point of 20% plus, guys. If this is something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description. This is what we look for daily. 5 to 10% is the realistic expectation. 10 to 20% is great, and 20% plus is a home run. And this turned out to be a phenomenal one in just a matter of minutes. And this is something you can become part of too. And we look forward to having you join us. Let's jump into this chart and everything about it. So here we are with WISH Stock, ContextLogic Inc. It's pushing up higher, and WISH Stock has actually broken through that triple rejection here of 1034 that we've talked about before. We have the double bottoms here at the 882 mark, and the highest point that it reached recently was 1069, guys. And it's almost reaching it, and it's getting rejected here at 1061, kind of consolidating, fighting sideways, but still in that upward slope, right? So the question is this one of those bull traps that we've already seen? Because every single time it's gone up, bull trap, right? It goes right back down. And then right here, bull trap, right? It reached down here. Is this going to be the next bull trap that's going to push it right back down? Or is it in a consolidation period with strength? Or is this the beginning of a staircase effect? And excuse all the drawings, that can actually push this up to newer highs and new resistance levels. Now, we have earnings coming up. A lot of investors are anticipating strong earnings. Others are anticipating weak earnings. But regardless, investors are anticipating for this to go higher, regardless. That's what a lot of investors are saying. That's how they're feeling towards the earnings. But no one's really talking about what is it that you're expecting after the earnings, right? Could this have been the anticipatory run that all investors were expecting from $8 to $10, or does it have room to go even higher? That's what we need to watch for very carefully throughout this week. And also after the earnings, a lot of investors, like I said, are not talking about it, and possibly no matter what goes on with the earnings, the stock could go into weakness. It could. It's a possible chance, but just because it goes into weakness does not mean that it still doesn't have potential, that it still doesn't have value, because analysis ratings still pointing to the upside, And if it pulls right back down, it's an even larger opportunity. We need to watch it carefully because it can go either way. Now, a lot of investors, like I said, are not talking about after earnings what to expect. And that right there tells me that a lot of investors are not really planning for anything after that. If anything, they're expecting it to pull back. Now, if it does a surprise and earnings does push this stock up higher and it starts to build momentum from there, well, then all the technicals are pointing to a possible reversal. And this is no longer bull traps, if not starting that staircase effect that I'm talking about and that I mentioned. So here we are with Wish Stock, and the first thing I would watch is the supports, right? This is the first support level, 1039, but that's so close, right? And then the next one's down here at 1033, nearly 1034. If it breaks through 1034, the next support level I'll be watching is down here at 1005. I would just round that down to $10 and see how the stock is doing within that area, right? Way down here at $10, between $10.05 and $10, and see if that support in that area of 10 cents, 5 cents, from $10 to $10.05, 5 cents, if the bulls try to reappear and bring it back up, or if the bears tear it down right through 10 and start going towards the support level before this run, which is down here at 980, guys. It's going to be super important to watch that carefully. We want to see strength above $10, more specifically above 1034. And if it starts going towards $10, watching this very closely between 10 and 980 and really see if the bears are dominating or if the bulls have a fighting chance to bring it back up. But that's if things go in that direction. Now to the upside, the bulls want to break through the highest point of the day, 1060, turn that into a support to reach newer highs, new resistance levels, and then most significantly, what they need to break through to continue the momentum is 1116 to turn that into a support and start creating that staircase effect, right? When you really look at it from the bigger picture, creating that staircase effect will actually start to turn this into a bullish momentum run. It could possibly short squeeze. A lot of investors have that in the speculation, right? That there's a possible squeeze that could happen. And that's what a lot of investors are expecting as well, beyond what analysis ratings are saying, up towards $20, $25. And that's where all these price targets, way beyond analysis price targets of $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $100 are coming from, because of a possible squeeze. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below, how you feel about this one. Where do you see it going? Do you think this is forming real momentum, or is it just another bull trap that can actually pull this right back down after earnings, and this is just an anticipatory run towards it, and then the question mark lies, what's going to happen after it? And a lot of investors, their plan is possibly to sell. And that's where I want to ask you guys, how do you feel? Where do you see this going? And are you long or are you short on this one? As always, this is not financial advice. This is just me sharing my enlightenment to you guys on what it is I'm watching, what it is I see in the charts, and you guys make a rational decision based off of what you find once you put it all together and make your own rational decisions. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.